Hello, this is Furry Mario 7, and the third Estus Flask shard is actually in Majula in the locked house, but you have to get the key from the Forest of Fallen Giants. Now, I'm starting from the second bonfire in the Forest of Fallen Giants, next to the merchant, Melentia, I think that's her name is? I don't know. Merchant Melentia. Anyway, you go down the stairs. Now, with the first time you get here, almost all these doors are locked. So you're going to have to go through the one, after you slide down the ladder, you just go down the hallway and turn around the corner. Be careful, because there's a lot of fake corpses around that pretend to be dead, but they'll ambush you when you get close. So you gotta be careful about that. Down that corridor, there's going to be a fog gate, and when you get through the fog gate, you'll come across an area with a long tree branch and a bunch of archers. What you need to do is don't go all the way up the tree branch. You go up until you can get on the ledge, and then you have to drop down. After you drop down, you have to climb up that ladder that you see in front of you. You climb up the ladder, it'll bring you to all these houses, and you have to jump across the second house, the roof of the second house, to these places where this one archer was, and you follow the path down until you can see a cave entrance. There's going to be a cave entrance next to the ladder. Go inside the cave, but when you go in the cave, you have to be careful. Go slowly, because there's going to be a rock that rolls by. If you run through, you'll get hit with the rock and take massive damage, and you'll probably die. So be careful about that. Run up the place where the rock came from. There's only one rock, so you don't have to worry about another rock. And then you talk to cartographer Cale. You have to exhaust his dialogue, and he'll eventually give you a key. And after he gives you the key, make sure you exhaust the dialogue some more. That way he can relocate to Majula. You go to Majula anytime after you get the key, and run to the house way in the back. Now, this is a pretty big house. There's a whole bunch of not enemies, there's a whole bunch of items in there. There's a whole bunch of items in this house, pretty helpful items. There's a Ferris's Lockstone in there, which is a very useful item, which you're going to need in the Forest of Fallen Giants. But if you go down to the basement of the house, you're going to run into a skeleton. Now, there's only one skeleton in there, and he doesn't respawn. Cale will not relocate into the house until after the skeleton is dead. So you're gonna have to kill the skeleton if you want to get that one achievement with the map. So anyway, you're gonna have to kill the skeleton. The skeleton isn't that difficult, but he can cause bleed, so you need to be careful. And the bleed can actually get through your shield. So after you kill him, you're going to go down the stairs. And there's going to be two items. One is going to be the Estus Flask shard, and the other is going to be that one that you can take to the Firekeepers in Things Betwixt, and you can respec your stats. I forgot what that thing is called, but anyway, yeah, pick up that item, and that's your Estus Flask shard. You can take it to the Emerald Herald next to the Farfire at any time you want, and it's going to give you another Estus Flask, so it increases the number of Estus Flasks you can carry at any point. Now remember, in order to make the Estus Flask heal more of your HP, you need to get a different item called a Sublime Bone Dust. Now I have videos on how to find all the Sublime Bone Dusts. Just click that link in the description. Or, if you have annotations enabled, you can just click the annotation right here, and I have videos on how to find all the Sublime Bone Dusts. I'm trying to make these Dark Souls videos as quickly as I can, and so, trust me, I really am making these videos as quickly as I can. If the video you want to see isn't here yet, just hang around and make sure that you're subscribed, and thank you very much for watching.